Okay, so today as we practice, we're going to really focus on, as we move more into spring, sometimes what we need from practice changes a little bit. So sometimes in spring you can feel a little bit congested or slightly maybe heavy or a bit of water retention. So we're going to, in this class, we're going to really focus on twisting and lots of kind of tapping on the body as well to get the lymph moving. So we're going to start lying on your back, please. Come lie down. Okay, so as you're lying on your back, let's just begin by bringing all of your attention onto the way that you're breathing. Okay, so don't worry about changing anything at all, but just focus on how you are breathing today, because this is a bit like a mirror of how your body and your mind are. So just noticing, is your breathing slow and relaxed? And are you relaxed? Or is your breathing maybe a little bit fast? And is your mind a little bit busy? And just noticing how that is. And then from that place, just maybe rubbing your hands together for a moment to make it a bit warmer. And then bring the hands down onto your stomach and encourage your stomach to completely relax. So really relaxing all of the muscles there. So as you do this, you can more deeply breathe towards the stomach. Okay, so we're going to use this sound to guide the breath a couple of times before we start to move. So when you're ready, we're going to take a slow breath in through the nose. So just start to expand the stomach, feel the rib cage start to expand as well. And a slow breath out. Good. Again, nice slow breath in. And slow breath out. Good. All right, just 2 more times before we start to move. Good. Take a nice slow breath in through the nose. So breathe deep down towards your stomach. Nice slow breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. One more time. Good. All right, so we'll start to move from there. So the next time that you breathe in, we'll take a big stretch out through the arms and legs. So just stretch everything out as big as you possibly can. Everything reaches out. Okay, it's nice. Now we're going to exhale there to bend the knees. Give them a squeeze into the chest, or really hug the nose up to the knees as well. Nice. As you breathe in again, reaching everything out as big as you can. So arms and legs get a huge stretch out. Good. And then again, we're going to exhale to bend the knees and give them a squeeze into the chest. Good, one more like that. So as you breathe in again, stretch everything out as big as you can. So when we're there, just start to circle through your wrists and your ankles. So really get that movement into the joints. Good, if there's anything that feels a bit clicky and cracky, remember, bring those circles really big for that place. Good, start to spread and scrunch the fingers and toes as well. So really get everything moving. And we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. So you've got one hand on each knee and start to circle the knees around. So you just pull them out, around and back together. So try and think of the muscles being really relaxed and you're just using your hands to move the legs like this. Good. And then we're going to bring the feet to the floor, so they're about mat distance apart. Take the arms nice and wide, and we'll start to drop the knees down one way and then the other. So it's like that big twisting movement side to side. So as you do this, see if you can press the knees towards the floor to get that little stretch through the thighs and through the hips. Good. And then we're going to add on here. So the next time your knees drop to the right, take the top knee and slowly keep swinging it up and over across your body, like a bit of a twist. And then drop the knees down to the left, and that top knee swings up and over. So you might feel a stretch around your hips and your glutes here. Drop the knees to the right, top knee swings over. Drop the knees to the left, and that top knee is going to swing over. Nice. All right, so lift the arms and legs up toward the ceiling. Start to push the heels up and push the palms up as well now. Good, that's it. So just stretch out through the calves and through the wrists. And you're going to wake up the brain and the core a little bit. So try and feel your lower back completely pressing down into the floor. And then we're going to lower the left arm, the opposite leg down slowly. Tap them lightly to the ground and then bring them back up. Nice. Other side. Right arm, opposite leg. Bring them down slowly. Tap and back up. Nice. Good. Really feel that lower back pressing. Left arm, opposite leg. Bring them down. Tap them lightly. Bring them back up. Right arm, opposite leg. Bring them down. Tap them lightly. And then bring them back up. Good. Well done. So bring the knees into the chest again. Now come and have a little roll up and down through your spine. Just massaging through the back. Good, it's nice. And then the next time you come up, we'll keep the shins parallel to the ceiling. So squeeze the knees and really lift the chest. Good. So if you're feeling strong this morning, maybe start to take the hands up a little bit higher. Keep your chest really open and maybe begin to straighten out the legs. Good. Keep lifting your chest, keep squeezing the knees together. And we're going to bring the feet down about mat distance apart, hands behind you. And we'll start to drop the knees down one way and then the other. So the knees don't have to come towards the floor, but try and press them towards the floor if you can. Good, nice. And then we're going to add on from there. So the knees drop to the right. And as you do that, take the opposite hand all the way around to reach towards the back of the mat. And then slowly knees drop to the left. And again, that opposite hand is going to reach back. Good. Again, drop the knee to the right. Opposite hand stretches, reaches back behind you. And then drop the knee to the left. And then again, reach back behind you. Good. So we're going to add on here. Knees drop to the right. Keep the right hand on the floor now. Start to push your hips forwards and open everything up. So the whole front of the hips gets stretched. Good. And then hips come down. Knees drop to the left. Left hand down. Start to open up. Good. Do that one more time to each side. So as you push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes as well. So it helps open the hip flexors a bit more. Good. Nice. Knees to the left. Squeeze the glutes as you lift up. Good, nice, and then coming down. So we'll come over onto hands and knees when you feel ready. So when we're there, really spread the fingers and thumbs. We're going to breathe in now to lift the chest, lift the tailbone, and as you breathe out, we're going to push the floor and slowly round the spine. Good, so again, as you breathe in, start to open the front of your body, and as you breathe out, start to press and round the back. Good, so we'll just find this movement a few times to yourself. So see if you can keep quite a bit of weight in the hands as well, so that movement's even across the spine. And eventually we'll start to wake up the shoulders. So we're going to take that left hand to stretch forward in front of you. Take it up, round and back, huge circle. And as you reach back, sit the hips towards the heels, like child's pose. And again, breathe in, hand forwards and up. Reaching back and sitting back. Good, do the other side. Take that right hand forwards, up, round and back. Again, breathe in, hand forwards and up. And breathing out, round and back. Good. So come to sit back on the heels for a second in child's pose. As we're here, start to walk the hands to the left and look for a stretch on the opposite side of your body. So maybe stretching to the right side of the rib cage a bit. Good. And then walk the hands to the right. And again, stretching to the left side of the rib cage a little bit. Nice. All right, so we're coming to the center. So we're going to spread the fingers and thumbs and then come back into downward facing dog when you're ready. So the hips come up and back. Nice. All right, so give the legs a little walk out when you're there. So one heel, then the other presses towards the floor. So remember, spread the fingers and thumbs. And don't worry about straightening the legs, but try and lengthen your spine instead. Good. And then we're going to keep both feet on the ground. Take a nice deep bend in the knees. So you're squatting back towards your heels. And then push down through the heels and stretch out the legs. Good. Again, nice deep bend of the knees. Push the weight back. And sit, stretch through the legs. And then one more time, bend the knees. And sit, and then stretch through the legs. Good. So we'll start to walk forward to the front of the mat now. So now forward fold. So when you get there, feet a little bit wider and find a bit of a sway from side to side. So let your head relax, arms relax. Good, and we're going to really start to add some more tapping body now to get the lymph and the blood moving. So hands come to your lower back, start to tap there. It's good, tap down the legs. Brilliant, good, up the front of the legs. One more time, down the back of the legs. Good, and up the front of the legs. So keep tapping as you come up, stand on the thighs, on the chest. Good, onto the, that's it. And then, if you can, use more of like a, sounds funny, more like a karate chop movement. So using your little finger slide on the chest. So it's really good to start moving the lymph. And then we're going to use the left hand to tap down the opposite arm on the thumb side. So good. And then up the little finger side. So go all the way onto your armpit as well. Okay, down the thumb side So if you ever have congestion in the lymph, this is a really good thing to help with it. Up the other side. Get onto the chest again. Just helps you wake up as well. On the side, left hand goes down. As you get up the little finger side. Nice. Good. Again, down the thumb side. And then up the little finger side. Good, well done. So now we're going to come with the feet wider, hands nice and wide. Take a big kind of spin or a twizzle from side to side. Good, and as you do this, let the hands kind of tap your body. So let the hands tap the shoulders, let the hands tap the lower back. Really relaxing the arms. Good, nice. And then eventually we're going to slow things down. So we'll hook the thumbs together now. As you breathe in, scoop the hands all the way up. Then we're going to breathe out, take a big side stretch over to the left. Good, push for the feet, breathe into the top, and then breathing out to the right. Good, so as you come to the top now, I'm going to take that right foot, cross it behind the other one, and come into a deeper side stretch. Try and pull your arms back a little bit as you do this. Good, other side, left leg crosses behind the other one, pull over and arms pull back a bit. Good, nice. All right, so release the feet, give the hands a little shake out on the way down. So here, we're going to come up to the front of the mat, with the feet about hip distance apart. Good, so as you breathe in here, we'll scoot the hands all the way up, and we'll exhale, bend the knees, come halfway down. Good, so as you breathe in here, pull the chest forward, pull the hips back, and you're going to round the spine and really tuck the chin. Good, again, breathe in to open up, and then breathing out to round the spine. Nice, so hands come to the floor, big step back with the right foot, we'll bring that knee down, so now low lunge. So I'm going to inhale now, scoop the hands all the way up, and as you breathe out, big circle back. Good, one more time like that. So we'll lift the hands. Good, circle them back. And then as we lift up to the top now, start to twist to your left. But today, really think about pulling your hands as wide apart as you can. That will make more space in your shoulders. So we're going to breathe and come up. As you exhale, twist to the left. Pull the hands wide apart. Good, one more time. So we're going to inhale to the top. As you exhale, twist to the left. Now the front elbow taps the front knee to go a bit deeper. And then both hands come to the inside edge of the front foot. So as you breathe in now, come forward. Put a lot of weight in that front heel. And as you breathe out, pull back and lift the toes. Good. Again, breathe in to come forward. Weight comes into the heel. And breathing out to pull back. Good. Now as you come forward, we're going to take that left hand to reach forward as well. Take it around in a big circle. Up, round and back. Good, and again, breathe in, hand comes forwards, up, round and back. Good, so from here we're going to lift that left hand up to the ceiling. If you can, tuck the back toes and lift that knee as well. Good, and the hands come to the floor and back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, so from downward facing dog, we're going to come forward into our plank, nice and slow. And then really use that lower core to pull you back into downward facing dog again. Good, again, breathe into your plank. Good, breathing out, downward facing dog. And then one more time, so we're going to come forward into your plank. And then when you're there, if you can, just start to shift the weight from one hand to the other. So one hand lightly lifts off the floor, and then the other. So when you put the hand down, try and put it back down quite slowly, so you're really in control of the movement. And then we'll lower to the floor. So maybe knees down, then bend the elbows. Come into cobra, so we'll scoot the chest forwards and up. Good, pressing back towards child's pose, hips to heels, and then downward facing dog when you're ready. So again, stretch out the legs here, just pressing the heels towards the floor. And then we'll start to walk forward to the front of the mat again. Now forward fold. As you breathe in, hands come up. Good, again, hook the thumbs together, so that left leg's going to cross behind the other one again. Come over to the side, and pull the arms back as well. That's it, to the center. Right leg comes behind the other one. Come to the side and then pull back a bit. Good, well done. All right, so come up to the front of the mat. We're going to bend the knees, forearms on the thighs. Now we're going to take the left hand to lift up now, so we're kind of twisting to the left. Good, and we'll swap over, lifting that right hand up, so we're twisting to the right. Good, hands come to the floor. So big step back for the left foot now, just bring that knee down. So we're going to inhale to scoop the hands up again. And as you breathe out, really big circle back. Good, again, breathe in to lift. Keep breathing through the nose, breathing out to reach back. So as you lift the hands up now, we're going to twist to the right, but pull the hands wide apart, okay? So it'll make much more space in the spine. Inhale to the top again. And as you exhale again, hands really wide apart. Good, one more time. So we're going to start to lift the hands up, And then when you're ready, twisting to the right, hands really wide, front elbow taps the front knee, and then hands come down to the inside edge of the foot. So as you come forward now, sink some weight into that front heel, and as you breathe out, pull back and lift the toes, stretch the leg. Good, again, breathe in to come forward, and then breathing out to draw back. Good, so as you come forward now, that right hand's going to reach forward with you. Take it round in a big circle, up, round and back. Good, again, breathe in, hand comes forwards, up, breathing out back. Good, so now I'm going to lift that right hand up so you're twisting. If you can, lift the back knee as well. And then hands come down and downward facing dog. Good, okay, so from here again, coming forward into our plank. Good, so from here, hold it still, or if you can, left hand is going to slowly tap your opposite shoulder, then bring it down, and right hand taps the other shoulder. So try and do this slowly. The slower you do it, the stronger this will be, or the more strength you'll build. Sit one more time each side, and then we'll lower down, so maybe knees down, then bend the elbows, into cobra again, so we'll lift the chest. Good, well done. All right, so pressing back to child's pose. In this one, try and bring your knees wider apart. So push them out to the edges of your mat. Toes come together, and we sit back. So stretching deeper into the hips. Good. So from here, in this child's pose, come onto your forearms, but stay low to the ground. We're going to lift the left arm up, so twisting to the left. And that bottom forearm, try and press it down. Good, you might get a little click in your spine. Other side, right arm lifts up, press the bottom forearm down. And then bring the arms down. Good. Well done. All right, so into downward facing dog when you're ready. And then we'll start to walk forward to the front of the mat from our forward fold. As you breathe in, come all the way up to stand. And then exhaling, hands to heart. Good. Go straight into the sun salutation. So we're going to breathe in, lift the hands up. As you breathe out, forward fold all the way down again. Good. Come back into your plank. Are you ready? So slow breath in at the top. And we'll exhale, lower down, bend the elbows, into cobra, start to lift the chest, and then breathing up to tuck the toes down, facing dog. Good, slow breath in, slow breath out, step or jump forward again. As you breathe in, lift the hands, and as you breathe out, forward fold, come down. Good, take your time into that plank when you're ready. So try and squeeze your elbows into your sides as you lower down, and as you lift your chest, really pull the shoulders back. Good, tuck the toes down, facing dog. Big breath in. Breathing out to step or jump forward again. As we inhale, lift the hands up. And again, we're going to breathe out, forward fold coming down. Good, into that plank when you're ready. So take your time, lowering down towards the floor. Good, start to open through the chest. And then breathing out, downward facing dog. Good, one more time, breathing through the nose. Breathing out to step or jump forward again. As we inhale, lift the hands up. Good, and then breathing out to come down. That's it, good. Go into your plank when you're ready. So we're going to lower down towards the floor. Good, lovely. Start to open the chest. Nice. All right, come up onto hands and knees, and we'll start to open through the shoulders. So we're going to take that left hand round in a really big circle, stretching forwards, up, and around. And then thread the left arm underneath the other one, so the shoulder and the head come to the floor. Okay, so your other arm, you can use that to push if you want a little bit, just so you stretch deeper into the back. But really see if you can relax your breathing again now. Good, and we'll come into the centre. So we're going to take that right hand round, again in a really big circle. And threading this one underneath the other one, shoulder and head down. And again, maybe use the other hand to push, you get a little stretch in the upper back as well. Good, well done. So come into the centre. So again, we're going to bring the knees wider here. Come back into child's pose, but you've got your knees a bit wider. And then either stay here, or if you can today, come into a little squat. So you're going to tuck your toes and push back. Don't worry if the heels are not on the floor as well, it doesn't matter too much. All right, so in this squat, we're going to bring the palms together, push the elbows out into the knees, and really lift your chest up. Good, and then we're going to take the left hand out to the side, other arm all the way. Good, and then right arm out to the side, other arm all the way up. Good, well done. So from there, come into your forward fold at the back of the mat, roll all the way up. Good, come into the centre of the mat now. So instead of holding the thumbs, we're going to hold that right elbow, okay? Right leg crosses behind, and then side stretch. So try and get a real big stretch in towards the armpit and the ribs. Good, left elbow, hold that, cross the left leg behind, and then come over. Good, well done. Again, shake out the hands. So we're going to come up to the front of the mat and bring the feet together now if you can, to really squeeze the thighs. As you breathe in, hands come up, and as you breathe out, bend the knees, left hand sweeps back, so a twist into the left, pull the hands away from each other. Good, inhale to the top, and then other side, bend the knees, right hand back, and again, pull the hands away from each other. Good, push with the feet, inhale coming up, and I'm going to exhale to forward fold, come down. Lovely, all right, so go back into your downward facing dog, and then from there, we're going to breathe in to lift that right leg up behind you. As you exhale, knee to nose, and shoulders over the wrists. Good, again, breathe in to lift the leg. Breathing out, bringing the knee across your body. Try and tap the opposite elbow. Good, well done. And again, we're going to lift the leg up and then step the foot between the hands there. So coming up into our high lunge here, so from the ball of the back foot. So as you breathe in, we're going to straighten the legs, lift the hands. And as you breathe out, bend the knees a little bit and circle the arms around. Good, now we'll add on the twist. So we're going to straighten the legs. Then bend that front knee and twist to the right. Remember, pull your hands really far apart from each other. Good. Inhale, lift the hands up. And then we're going to hold that twist. So twist to the right. Really reach the hands apart. Good. And then a little bit like a cartwheel movement. Bring both hands down to the front of the mat and bring your back heel just to the floor as well. Good. So basically lying on your front thigh. Find a little bend and stretch through that front leg. So kind of easy in and out the stretch, doesn't have to be straight at all. Good, and then from there we're going to start to walk the hands a bit further forwards and lift that back leg if you can. Okay, so just lift the leg as high as you're happy to bring it today. Keep breathing slowly through the nose. Good, and then take a slow, big step back. We're going to turn the feet parallel to the long side of the mat and take a second here to ease from side to side. So bending one knee, then the other. That's it. So try and relax the back of the neck. Good. So from here, we're going to turn both feet outwards, take a deep bend in the knees, and come on up through our high squat. Good. So think about pushing your knees now as far away from each other as they can. So we're going to inhale, coming up, straighten the legs. And as you exhale, come through the center and pull the knees away from each other. Good. Again, breathe into coming up. That's it. Good. And again, pull the knees away from each other. Good. Just one more time. See if you can lift your heels up as well, right at the top. Good. And then heels come down, bend the knees, put the forearms on the thighs. We're going to twist so the right shoulder comes across to the opposite knee. That's it. Good. And then the left shoulder comes across. Keep the knees pulling apart if you can. Good. Nice. And again, bring that right shoulder across. And then bring the left shoulder across. Good, so bring both hands down to the front of the mat. We're going to put that back knee to the floor. So when we're here, bring your front foot a couple of steps wider and the right hand to the back of the head. So just focus on the twisting movement here. Then twist, elbow towards the ceiling. And then from there, twist, elbow towards the floor. Doesn't have to tap it, just think about the twist. Good, elbow to the ceiling. Elbow towards the floor. Good, and then elbow to ceiling, straighten out the arm if you can, and maybe lift the back knee. Good, well done. Hands come to the floor, then come back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, so from here, we're going to come forward into our plank again, lower down towards the floor. Good, coming into cobra, so we lift the chest, and tucking the toes downward facing dog. Well done, good. So we're going to breathe in left leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Good. Again, breathe into lift the leg up. And then bring the knee across your body so it maybe taps the opposite elbow. Good. Well done. So we're going to lift the leg up again and step the foot between the hands. Good. So come on up into that high lunge when you're ready. Good. Nice. So we're going to straighten through the legs again. Lift the hands up. And then take a little bend in the knees and a big circle through the arms. Good. Again, come and straighten the legs. And now we're going to twist to the left. So as you twist, pull the hands wide apart from each other. Good, that's it. Straighten the legs, come up to the center. And one more time, twist and pull the hands apart. Good, well, and then like a cartwheel movement, bring both hands down either side of your front foot as you bring that back heel to the floor as well. Okay, so just lying your chest on your thigh, but a little bend and stretch through the front leg. That's it, good. You may be feeling a stretch in the back calf as well. Good, and then we'll start to walk the hands a bit further forwards and lift that back leg up as high as you can now. So really reach it towards the ceiling. Good, keep breathing slowly through the nose. Good, well done. And then we'll take a big step back with the foot. Turn the feet parallel to the long side of the mat again. Good. All right, we're going to add a twist on here. So bring the hands underneath the head. Then we're going to lift that right arm up. So you're twisting to the right. So really think about turning from the center of your rib cage around. And then bring the hand down. Left hand lifts when you're ready. Keep breathing slowly. And then hands come down. Good. So from here, we're going to turn the feet outwards. Again, that nice deep bend in the knees. And come on up into our squats. Good. So we're going to lift the hands, lift the heels if you can. Good. And then breathing out, heels down. Again, knees wide apart. One more time like that. Breathing, coming up, heels lift. And then breathing out, coming low. Good, well done. So hands come onto the thighs, left shoulder comes across. Find that twist. Good, and then right shoulder comes across. Nice, and again, one more time. Left shoulder comes across. Keep breathing. And then right shoulder comes across. Good. Hands come down to the front of the mat. Pop that back knee down. So again, take the front foot a couple of steps wider out to the side. And left hand comes to the back of the head. So we're going to twist, elbow towards the ceiling. Good, nice. And then elbow down towards the floor. Good. Again, twist, really twist from the rib cage towards the ceiling. And then towards the floor. Good. So we're going to bring the elbow, point it up towards the ceiling. Tuck the back toes, reach the arm, and lift the knee if you can. Good, nice. Hands come to the floor, and then down facing dog when you're ready. Good, well done. So we're going to come forward into our plank again. Lowering down towards the floor. Nice, start to open through the chest. Well done, good. All right, so bring the chest down. We're going to release the hips a little bit before we do the next bit. So roll onto your back. Okay, and when we're there, we're going to have the knees bent. And we'll lift that left leg up into the air. Good, so just cross the left ankle over the other knee. And either stay like this or hold the other thigh and draw the legs in towards you. Good. So for this first bit, keep the foot flexed, push the left knee away from you and maybe rock from side to side. Good, nice. Okay, and then from there, what we're going to do is just a little movement here to see if we can strengthen this position in your hips. So your left leg, like it is right now, try and keep it exactly like that as you let your other leg come away. So you're keeping your left leg, your knee pulled out, your foot pulled in. Try and hold it here. Your other heel can hover off the floor if you want to strengthen your core. Hold it for one more moment. And then release. Good. Other side. So we're going to lift that right heel up. Cross the right ankle over the other knee. And then hold that left thigh if you can. Okay, so maybe flex your right foot, push your right knee away, and then rock from side to side. So especially if this feels a bit tight, it's really important to slow down the breathing now. So when you breathe slowly, your body kind of gets the message this is a safe thing to do. The muscles will release a bit more. Good, and then from there, your right leg, like it is now, so the knee is bent and that foot's come up there. Try and keep it exactly where it is, and then stretch the other leg away from you. So your left heel can hover off the floor. Keep pushing your right knee out. Try and hold it here so we get this position, the hips nice and strong. Good, one more moment, push your lower back to the ground, and then release. Good, sit. So shake out the legs a little bit, and then grab hold of the thighs, roll yourself up to either sit with the feet in front of you, or roll yourself up straight into that little squat if you can. Good, nice. All right, so squeeze your hands together. We're going to come on up to stand, and then come up to the front of the mat. Good. So from here, feet come together again. We're going to breathe and lift the hands up. As you exhale, bend the knees and that left hand back. Pull the hands away from each other. Good. Again, inhale, coming all the way up to the top, lift the hands. And then exhale, bend the knees, take that right hand back. Good, so forward fold, bring the hands down, and then we'll come back into downward facing dog when you feel ready. Good, all right, so we're gonna breathe in here to lift that right leg up behind you. As you exhale, knee to nose, and step the foot between the hands. So keep the hands on the floor. We're gonna lift that back leg up now as high as you can, really, really, really reach. And if you wanna make this more challenging, maybe see if you can bring your hands closer to your standing foot. Okay, maybe even have a go at holding your ankle. Good, well done. Then take a big step back, turn the feet parallel to the long side of the mat. Take a second here to really relax the head. And then again, turn the feet outwards, nice deep bend in the knees, and come on up into that squat. Good. So we're gonna add a little Tai Chi movement on here. So the right hand is gonna push you round to face the back of the mat, but twist when you're there. So like that twist we did in the lunge earlier. Good. We're going to breathe into the center and then exhale to the other side. Pull your hands away from each other as you twist. Good. Inhale to the center. Exhale towards the back. Hands pull away from each other. Good. Breathe into the center and then exhale to the other side. Good. Well done. So hands are going to come down to the front of the mat. Pop that back knee to the floor. So we're going to inhale again to lift the hands all the way up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Now front elbow comes to the front knee. See if you can slide it down a bit further. Okay, and bring your palms together in your chest. But really here, think about pulling your shoulders back and down so you've got space. Good, again, you might tuck your back toes and lift the knee if you feel good. Good, well done. Hands come to the floor and then downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, so from downward facing dog, coming forward into your plank again. Then lowering down towards the floor, into cobra, lift the chest. Good, nice, and then downward facing dog. Nice, breathe in left leg all the way up. Exhaling knee to nose, and we'll step the foot between the hands. Good, so again, keep the hands on the ground. Start to slowly lift that back leg if you can. Good, breathe slowly. Maybe bring the hands closer towards that foot you're standing on, or have a go holding your ankle, but you have to be breathing really relaxed to do that. Good, take a big step back with the foot. So from here, we're going to turn the feet parallel and then add a little stretch here for the shoulders. So in this position, just bring your hands a bit further forward. And we're going to take the right hand to thread underneath your body, reach under, grab hold of the opposite leg, and come round into a little twist. That's it. So really relax the back of the neck. Good. And then swapping sides. Take that left hand round, grab the opposite leg, and pull round into a twist. You might be kind of looking under the armpit. Good. So coming to the center, we're going to turn the feet outwards again, deep bend of the knees, and come on up into that squat. Good. So we're going to inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hands, and then exhale, pull the knees apart from each other. Good. Come into that little Tai Chi movement last time. So left hand now is going to push you round to the back of the mat. Pull the hands apart, find a twist when you're there. Good, breathe into the center, and then exhale to the other side. Really reach the hands. Good, one more time each side. Come round towards the back. Make sure your back heel's lifted. Come round and towards the front. Good, then both hands come down to the front of the mat. Pop the back knee down again. So again, we're going to breathe in to lift the hands up. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Good. Front elbow tap to the front knee if you can. Slide it down a bit more, and then maybe bring your palms together at your chest. So think about pushing your chest forward into your thumbs, shoulders sliding down, and maybe the back knee lifts. Good, well done. Hands come to the floor, back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, so last time we're going to come forward into our plank again. Lower down towards the floor, bend the elbows. Good, into cobra, lifting the chest. Nice, well done, good. All right, so come on up into a seated position. Okay, we're going to stretch the legs forward in front of you and come into a little twist here. So we'll hug that left knee in toward the chest. Okay, and the opposite arm is going to wrap around the knee, so twisting to the side. So really relax the shoulders away from the ears, nice tall spine. Good, nice. And then let go of the knee, so the knee drops out to the side. We're going to lean towards that knee, so the inside edge of the other foot comes down. Lift the hips, Lift the top arm and find a big side stretch there. Good, slowly hips come down, and then other side. So bring that right knee in, wrap the opposite arm around as we twist to the side. The back of the neck nice and long. Good, and I'm going to slowly drop the knee out to the side, lean towards the knee. So again, now we're going to lift the hips, lift the top arm and find a big side stretch. Good, all right, slowly bring the hips down. Well done, good. So from here, a little stretch for the lower back. So come into a cross-legged position, okay, or something similar. If that's really not happening today, it's fine. Just do something that kind of is a bit like that. Okay, so turn over your left knee and walk the hands away from the knee. So you can bring lots of weight into your hands, lots of weight into your hips. And if you want to stretch the side of your back more, keep your right fingertips reaching away. So just keep creeping those right fingers away. Good, again, breathing slow. Lovely. All right, then we'll gently come up to the center. And so from there, turn towards the right knee, walking the hands away from the knee. And again, your left hand, if you can, keep creeping that hand away. Okay, breathing slowly. Well done, good. Come into the center. So finish today with a little squat. So if you can, bring your feet forward, okay? Either be like this, with your elbows pushing into your knees, or push yourself up into a squat, okay? Whatever variation is fine for you. So we're gonna work on making ourselves feel a bit stronger in this position. So bring your hands together, push the elbows out into the knees, and just push your knees into your elbows a little bit, okay? So it'll help to create space in the lower back. As you do this, keep lifting your chest. Good. And then from there, hands come forward, pull your knees apart from each other, so pull them out to the sides. Good. And then from here, see if you can lift up a tiny bit. Good. Stay there. See if you can lift up a little bit more. Stay there. Squeeze the fists. And then slowly down. Good. Well done. So come on down onto your back. So knees going to come in toward the chest. Have one hand on each knee. And find that circling movement. So using the hands to bring the knees out. Round the back together. Good, lovely. I'm just going to stretch into the legs. So have the feet on the ground. Take the hands around the back of the right thigh and stretch that leg towards the ceiling. It doesn't have to be straight. So just when you found that stretch, just start to make small circles with your right ankle there. So as you stretch into the leg, you can also start to release through the calf, through the ankle as well. Relax your shoulders. Good. And then slowly, slowly bringing that leg down. I'm going to drop your knees to the right, do a little bit of a twist. Arms relaxed. And then drop the knees to the left, so a little twist there. Good. The center, hands come around the back of the left thigh, stretch the left leg to the ceiling. And again, when you feel a stretch, circle through the ankle if you can. So if there's any clicky and cracky bits, it's fine. We just need this kind of movement to ease them out. Good, nice. All right, again, bring the foot down. Knees drop to the right, and that little twist. And the knees drop to the left. Good, well done. All right, so give the knees a big squeeze into the chest. Bring the nose up to the knees. And they're going to release everything away as we come into Shavasana. So come and lie as comfortably as you can. So from here, we use the sound to guide the breath the last couple of moments. So really just allowing these last few moments for everything to sink in that we've done today. So maybe the hands come down onto the stomach again, maybe they just relax out to the sides. And then together, we'll take a slow breath in. Through the nose, so start to breathe down towards the stomach, expanding your rib cage, and a slow breath out. Good. Breathing. breathing. So just start to take a nice deep, full breath in through the nose. Hold that breath for a moment. And then big breath out. Good. Just coming to bring your awareness into the space around you again. So noticing just the feeling of your body connected to the ground. And then starting to move into the space. Maybe move the hands and feet. So have a big stretch. That feels good. You're going to roll yourself to one side. Keep your eyes closed for a moment as you come on up to sit whenever you feel ready. Good. So perhaps just allowing a little moment to acknowledge any feeling of being grateful for your body today. Maybe feeling peaceful or relaxed or a bit stronger in yourself. And if you do, see if you can bring that with you today. So you're going to bring the palms together, rubbing the hands together, put the body up. Good. Slow breath in, hands all the way above the head. Exhaling to the heart center. Good. Namaste.